Hello everyone, I'm Dante, this is Lomana, and welcome to the Overwatch Lore Basics. In these episodes we explain the basic premise that underpins the lore of the game, and where better to start than with Overwatch. The core organisation that the game takes its name from is also key in almost every aspect of lore for any location, character, or event in game and its extended media. Approximately 60 years prior to the current timeline, the people of the world were besieged in what would later become known as the Omnic Crisis. Led by Omniums spread across every continent, large armies were constructed and sent forth to attack the people they were created to serve. The standing armies of the world were no match for the robotic hordes that could quickly create and reinforce entire armies. As each country realised they could not resist the overwhelming odds they faced via conventional means, they became increasingly desperate and looked for alternative solutions. Gabriel Adaway, Under-Secretary General of the UN, along with the rest of her organisation, began to bring together a small band of elite specialists. The result was the creation of a strike team named Overwatch, assembled from the best soldiers the world had to offer. This initial strike team used unconventional tactics to defeat the Omnic threat and in turn bring an end to the crisis. The team comprised of only 6 members and were led by Gabriel Reyes, who through currently unknown circumstances would go on to become the entity known as Reaper. Alongside him was his friend Jack Morrison, now known as Soldier 76. Both men were part of the American attempt to make enhanced soldiers, gifted with abnormal levels of agility, speed and strength. Alongside them was Anna Amari, part of an Egyptian elite sniping unit and regarded as the best in her field. The 4th member was a proud warrior from Germany, and member of the Crusaders under General Balderic von Adler, one Reinhard Wilhelm. The Crusaders adhered to ancient traditions of the knights of old, their chivalry allied with modern rocket-powered armour and large energy shields to protect their allies. The 5th was a master engineer from Sweden, Torbjorn Lindholm, associated with the heralded Ironclad Guild and inventor of large swathes of machines and weaponry, much of which humanity now found pointed back at itself under Omnic control. The 6th and final member was the still mysterious Liao. Together they performed covert precision strikes deep behind Omnic lines, and through a combination of ingenuity, heroism and sheer force of will, they eventually severed the head of the beast. The Omnic Crisis was over. Its original goal now complete, a new place and purpose for Overwatch was created. It took on the role of international peacekeepers and expanded rapidly into countless disciplines. With new recruits joining over the years, the organisation grew, bringing in experts from numerous backgrounds. Beyond size and scale, one key change would come to define this new Overwatch. Following the crisis, command was given to Morrison over Reyes. The UN favoured his human-focused style and ability to bring the best out of people, and was made the first and thus far only official commander. With its new leader and ever-expanding goals, the recruits that swelled the ranks were as varied as can be imagined. Several came on board early, most notably the Swiss medical prodigy Angela Ziegler. Brilliant scientists from other fields also jumped at the chance over the years, with Mei Ling Zhao, the renowned climatologist, taking a leading role in her area of expertise. The military wing of Overwatch continued at pace as well, and development of experimental fighter craft necessitated the recruitment of elite pilots, amongst them the young Lena Oxton. Others joined to more unique circumstances. With Morrison given overall command of Overwatch, Reyes was at some point given control of a darker corner of the organisation, the Black Ops division known as Blackwatch. With Overwatch conducting operations to bring down criminal empires across the globe, Reyes began to use these stings to swell his clandestine ranks with highly skilled but morally questionable individuals. Of particular note were Jesse McCree and Genji Shimada, brought on board from the takedown of the Deadlock Gang and Shimada clan respectively. The most intriguing recruit brought on during Overwatch's heyday, however, undoubtedly a product of humanity's expanded outlook outwards to the stars. Constructed by Liu Sheng Interstellar, Horizon Lunar Colony represented a huge stride forward. While the base ultimately seemed to have failed, one of its denizens would escape to Earth and take up a key role in Overwatch's scientific branch, the genetically engineered gorilla, Winston. This period under Overwatch's watchful eye would become known as a golden age for humanity. A time of positivity and progress in almost every aspect of life, where not only were the wounds of the crisis being healed, but the world was genuinely being turned into a better place for all. Technology was thrust forward in all aspects: infrastructure, power sources, space exploration, medicine and weaponry. Despite all of this, the world was not without challenges, and the peacekeeping side of Overwatch was often active. Criminal gangs made up much of this, from the aforementioned Deadlock in the South United States through to the Shimada clan in Japan. Any that represented a threat to the people were eliminated. Far bigger threats loomed, however, from the Omnic rights terrorist Null Sector through to the organisation that would not only prove to be their biggest enemy, but would also outlast them, Talon. Such was the danger they posed that dedicated units and commanders within Overwatch were assigned to deal with them, an endeavour which would ultimately prove unsuccessful. It was not Talon, however, at least not openly, that brought about the end of Overwatch. As Overwatch grew, its critics grew louder. Numerous controversial missions fanned the flames of discontent. It was banned from operating in the United Kingdom. An investigation into an event referred to as the Cairo incident was launched and the existing Blackwatch was revealed to the world. Accusations of torture, kidnap, assassination and more poured in one by one. Under Director Petrus, the UN began formal investigation and Blackwatch operations were suspended, but both would prove futile. The final nail in the coffin came from within. A long brewing conflict between Morrison and Reyes led to a firefight that destroyed the Swiss headquarters. Only rubble remained, with the two former leaders of Overwatch presumed dead as a result. This was the day Overwatch finally fell. Those that remained drifted off to new lives of their own, as mercenaries, as doctors, as scientists, as whatever they wished to be, except Overwatch agents. All Overwatch activity was banned by the Petrus Act, and Overwatch as the world knew it faded into history. Thanks for watching this episode of Overwatch Lore Basics. Did this video help clear anything up for you? What other basics would you like us to cover? As always, let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the little bell for notifications of when new content hits the channel. Until next time, I've been Dante, thanks for watching.